This Ask Misty is about Trannie Chasers. I've had many questions about Trannie Chasers. Are there really Trannie Chasers? Do Trannie Chasers really exist? What are Trannie Chasers? I'm not exactly sure where to begin on this topic, other than I've had a lot of experience with Trannie Chasers. Let's start with, what is a Trannie Chaser? A Trannie Chaser is a man who is straight but prefers a girl with something extra. And I understand this is very confusing. In fact, I think in our world of cross-dressers, transsexuals, transvestites, Trannie Chasers, there's no definite line or barrier. There's no black and white. There's no male or female. There's no definite answer. It's all kind of a blur between what is what. Now, in a mind that is you're either gay or you're straight, has a hard time dealing with bisexuality. And I think that is the best place to put a Trannie Chaser, in the bisexual category. But don't tell them that. Every Trannie Chaser is very adamant about being straight. He is straight. He's a straight man. He lives a straight lifestyle. And he'll only suck the dick of a girl. Now, there are varying degrees of Trannie Chasers. I would say 90% of them require a fully functional girl, which means a girl that has the ability to get erect and ejaculate. Now, the first time somebody asked me that, I was at the Copa, I think in 2002 or 3, and I'm like, what is that? What does fully functional mean? Now, this is important to them because the penis is very important to them. If you make a career out of female impersonation, there's no way you're not going to bump into a Trannie Chaser. They're going to come to your shows. They're going to try to date you. And it's confusing at first because when somebody asks you out on a date as a drag queen, naturally you would just assume that they're a gay man and they want to date you. But when you show up to the date as a boy, and it's not a good thing, you know, the thing is, the Trannie Chaser psyche is very delicate in that they don't want to hear they're gay. They don't want to see you as a man, because that just reinforces the fact that you're a man and they can't see you as a woman anymore. Some of them. Some Trannie Chasers, all they care about is a wig. Some only care about shoes. Some only care about bra and panties. Some only want makeup. They don't care if you have anything on at all. So there's varying degrees of Trannie Chasers. But I think essentially they're all straight men that want to have gay sex and not be gay. And I'm not sure if this is a taboo, or if this is a fetish, or if there's just gay men living in denial, or if they're just star chasers and they want to date, they want to have sex with famous people or people that live in the public eye. And then I think every one of those is true. All the above. However, I think that most Trannie Chasers that come after me are married and have a wife with children. That would pose the question, is he a gay man who's living a straight lifestyle but needs the gay sex but wants to stay attracted to women? I don't know. But what I do know is that once you start becoming a woman, like think of a famous, gorgeous transsexual goddess, for example, a former Miss Continental. Do you look at her as a man? No, I don't. I don't look at, like for example, I don't like to use names in my vlogs, but look at Erica Norell. She's a very good friend of mine. She's one of my sisters, and she's a legend, and she's an icon, and most people that are watching this probably know that name. She's a former Miss US of A, former Miss Continental. And Look at her. Gorgeous. Woman. I have never looked at Erica Norell and thought she's a dude. I don't. So, if you want to think in that terms, when a straight man is attracted sexually to her, he's straight. She is a woman. The answer to your question is there are definitely tranny chasers. And I'm glad. I'm thankful. Because there is a lid for every pot. Meaning, if you're fat, there's somebody out there that likes fat people. If you're black, there's somebody out there that likes black people. If you're bald, there's somebody out there that likes bald people. If you're white, there's somebody out there that likes white people. And if you're skinny, there's somebody out there that likes skinny people. People even like tall people. People like short people. And people like trannies. So I'm thankful that people like trannies. You know, I can't expect gay men to want a tranny. I can't expect a straight man to want a tranny. So there's a unique category called Trannie Chasers just for transsexual women. You know, somebody that can appreciate the beautiful woman and can appreciate the male part as well. Now, I do think that there are straight men out there that are truly straight, and they're just horny. And they might be married with a wife and kids or whatever, but they're horny. And they look at the gay men and the trannies and the drag queens, cross-dressers or whatever, as men. In that men are easy. How can we not be? I've heard tranny chasers tell me that girls, guys, trannies, give the best head, because I don't think a real woman could ever give head like us, or like a man can, because a man knows the sensation that he receives when he gets head, so therefore he can only give head better knowing exactly how to do it. So I've heard that, but I think also that they just want to take advantage of somebody that's sexually promiscuous and just assume, look, I'll have sex with you, but I'm not touching it, I'm not looking at it, hide it from me. He doesn't want to look at you as a woman, and therefore I just think that I don't really think of them as tranny chasers. I think them as users. Because why would you chase a tranny if you want to ignore the fact that she's a tranny? But fortunately out there, there's a lot of tranny chasers that want to worship every part of your body. And I just realized I might not put this blog up there because this is a very explicit blog. I don't know. We might have to save it. We'll see. Anyways, yes, Carol Ann, there are tranny chasers. And they're in Kansas, and they're in Florida, and they're everywhere. Just as there's as many different types of heights, there's as many different types of tranny chaser. So the good thing is that there's someone for everyone, even the trannies. That was an Ask Misty. And I'll see you next time. If you have any questions, just ask. And cut.